Congratulations, first of all, on your winning the first Formula 2 feature race in Bahrain. And I just wonder, now you're back to London, how settled are you, given that you have a lot to sit through after this tremendous victory?
Yeah, thanks, Wang. I mean, I'm really satisfied with the weekend went. Obviously, we are leading the championship. And with this year's new Formula 2, we have a new format, which means it's a lot more entertaining, the races. And yeah, was really happy, on Friday, qualified, we did the pole position. And then we're just scoring points in the first two races with reverse grid. And then the last race, the feature race, to be scoring my first ever feature race victories feels really unbelievable. And also, it was a tough race out there. There was a safety car that wasn't playing in our hand, but we managed to get the position on track and get the job done. So really happy with it.
Right. I'm sure you're still probably working on cloud nine, but the victory, was it long overdue to you, or you feel that it really came naturally? Because many pundits in the past dubbed you the car racer to watch.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a long waiting. I mean, last year I waited for my victory for a long period until the end of the year in Sochi. Had my first ever sprint race victory. But then, the feature race, last year when we started 2020, we had a pole as well, was leading the race into the technical issue. So this year, really I have to reset all my minds and try to come back or try to be strong straight away in first round, which we did, and we finally got the pole position into a race victory in feature race. So that was a good feeling, and especially for that race, for the feature race, I think I've been waiting for it for such a long period, and it's quite nice, to be starting the season already quite strong, and it gave me a little bit less pressure for the whole season, and I'm feeling good about myself with my team behind me.
But now that you are just 2 points shy of getting a super license, I don't need to remind you of that. You are fully aware of that picture, which was actually still is a precondition for making it to Formula One. So is that your next plan?
Yeah, I mean, the super license was always, one of the main facts you have to have before you reaching, my long-term goal, which is become the Formula One driver. So this year, obviously, winning the Formula 3 Asian Championship, which means, like you said, 2 points away. And I'm guaranteeing you that end of the season, I will, secure my super license, which, is a huge or really exciting news for me. But in the other hand, I'm trying to show myself all full potential in Formula 2 to be doing well. So, everybody think I would be deserving to be an F1 driver. And, right now I'm really, all these 38 points in the super license is a lot taking off my pressure in my shoulder. So it's really, just about me to getting myself, be no mistakes and focus each race by race and trying to have a good season. Then I'm sure, the future will be quite bright from my side.
Should you finish top 3 in the overall Formula 2 standings this season, is that really, in the pipeline? Definitely next year you will be part of F1.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing, really 100% sure right now, but, for sure, top 3 will be my target. And also, if I finish top 3 in the F2 championship, even though, winning the championship, I'm sure there will be a higher or really high chance opportunities for me to become the first ever Chinese F1 driver. And, we saw the past in the last few years, all these good Formula 2, championship contenders going to Formula 1, and some of them are still doing well. So I'm really exciting with my future, and I'm sure, if I can do well this year, there will be a really high chances to become the Formula 1 driver the following year.
If one day you are going to be representing, any team to be there at Shanghai International Circuit, a dream really comes true. And what would be your first reaction, I wonder? Can you share that part with us?
Obviously, it's difficult to tell you my reaction now. It's more easier once I can, I'll be driving in Shanghai with the Formula 1 race weekend. But then, definitely to think about that is already so excited. And also, to be, I think your home race is definitely felt special because most of my entire, racing Formula races has been in Europe, in the world, but not racing in front of my home crowd. So it is always a special moment, a special weekend when you're at home. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. Firstly, I have to be in F1 to reach that. But yeah, in the same time, I'm really looking forward to all the fans who will be coming supporting me, and to 2019 I did a demo in Formula One car in the Formula One Grand Prix, and it already felt so special when you're walking in the paddock, when you also doing these donuts in the city of Shanghai in Xintiandi. That was also that was for sure one of the best memories I ever had, and it's always felt special.
So any particular role model that you have, that person, perhaps in the industry or field of car racing, or even outside that field, any this kind of person you look up to?
Yeah, it's gonna be Kobe Bryant. I mean, he's huge fan. Obviously, he's not with us anymore, which is a sad news. But his mentality, the Mamba mentality, is always with us. And just say him, is so talented guy, and I think he's the best ever, or one of the best ever basketball player in the whole NBA history. So, his mentality, everything we really look up for, and also he has a big heart. Obviously, you see many times on the last seconds of the game, and he was able to take a shot and turn the game around. I think that's what is really the difference between a great player and a good player. So yeah, he's the one I look up to the most. But if you want to saying something about racing, I think Hamilton is going to be definitely the one, because the guy does not make many mistakes. Maybe I say him to do one mistake in the whole 20 plus rounds in the whole Formula 1 championship.
Wow. Guanyu, such a pleasure talking to you. You take care. Stay well.
Thank you. Take care.
Cheers.